98.3 FM. My name Olatunji Olajide Olani, otherwise known as Triple O, and I still have the guys pretty much in the studio. There's Odunayo Ruth Hassan right here. There's also Tayo and Tunde Young in the studio. We've sent okay, let me leave that aside. But it's kickoff at the Khalifa International Stadium between Morocco and Croatia in that game. Of course, let's take you through the first 11 for both sides in this one. For the sake of this fixture, Croatia are the home team and Morocco are the away team. Croatia in their black, sorry, I said black, in their white home jersey. That's their first jersey. It's a white shirt with a touch of red scattered around like a draft or like a chessboard, and also over white shorts right there. And for Croatia, they've got the number one choice goalkeeper who has been fantastic in this competition. In goal for them, there's Dominik Livakovic, there's Josip Stanisic, there's Josip Stufalo, also Josko Vardiol. Those are the back three in a 3-5-2 formation. In the middle of the park, they've got Osic, there's Maya, there's Luka Modric, who is the captain of the Croatian national team. Also, there's Matthew Kovacic, there's also Ivan Perisic. Then up front for them, the two players they've got the striking partnership of Marco Liva and also Andrej Kramaric. Those are the two players that are leading the line for this Croatian team. On the bench for Slavko Dalic side, they've got Ivo Gribic. There's also Ivica Ivosic right there on the bench. They've got Bona Sosa, Bona Barisic. There's Martin Erich. There's also Dejan Lovren, Demagod Vidad. There's also Josip Juranovic, Marcelo Brozovic, Nikola Vlasic, Luka Susic. Also on the bench is Kristijan Djakic. There's Mario Pasalic, Bruno Petkovic, and Ante Budimir. Those are the players Croatia have on the bench. For Morocco, Regragui has gone with a 4-3-3 formation. Yasin Bonu in goal for them. In the back four of Yahya Atiyat Allah, there's Ashraf Dari and also Jawad Yamik and Ashraf Hakimi. Those are the back four for them. And in the middle of the park, there's Sabiri, there's also Sofian Amrabat and Bella Kanoun. And up front for Morocco, there's Sofian Boufal, there's Youssef Enesri, and captain of this fixture, captain for the sake of this fixture, Hakim Ziyech, right there up front for that team. Already Morocco living on the edge, losing possession in a way they shouldn't. Yasin Bonu, lots of concentration there as a result of the high press of the Croats in that one, and Croatia have won a corner kick just 3 minutes into the game. Meya is the man that will take this corner for Croatia, by the way. For the players on the bench for Morocco, they've got Monua El Kadri, Ahmed Roya Tadinoti is also on the bench for them. There's Naif Agued, who could not pass a fitness test to start this game. The corner is floated into the area. Morocco have to clear their lines. They eventually do so. Still danger not averted. Morocco with a bit of defending to do in the early stages of this game now. They cleared their line only as far as Luka Modric, but the referee has spotted something in the Moroccan 18-yard, and it is a free kick to Morocco for a foul on a Moroccan player right there. Now back to the players Morocco have on the bench. There's also Bida Benoun is on the bench. Roman Saiz is also on the bench, the captain of this Moroccan team, but he doesn't get to start, so that leadership falls to the shoulders of Hakim Ziyech, who is starting in that number 7 jersey for the Moroccans. On the bench as well is Azedin Onai. There's Selim Amala on the bench. There's Yahya Jabrin. There's Abdurazak Amdallah. I hope he doesn't come on in this game. He knows how to miss great chances. Talking about Abdurazak Amdallah for this Moroccan team. There's also Anna Zarouri. There's Ilas Chair. There's Zakaria Abuklal, I should say. There's Abdusamad Ezazuli and also Wali Chedira. Players that are actually not in this one. Mizari also misses out of this one for the Moroccans. The 11 already you've met. Now let me start from Odunayo Ruth Hassan. I mean, this is the first top place game involving an African team, involving an Arab team as well. Morocco, irrespective of what happens, a lot of persons have said getting to the semi-final alone is a big victory. But if you are Wally Regragui, he said they want to finish on the high by winning this game against Croatia. So looking at the 11 and the injury worries they've had to deal with, talking about Roman Saiz, also Agred not in there, also Mizraoui missing out of this one. I mean, what do you make of this Moroccan team in this game against Croatia?
Well, like you already said, first and foremost, good afternoon to our listeners out there.
And to our
viewers as well.
Yes, to our viewers, we are streaming on YouTube right now. We are live on YouTube. Just go to mainland 90.3 FM. You will be able to watch us live on YouTube. You can also drop your comments right there on YouTube, mainland 90.3 FM. We will take as much as possible. So go on.
Yes, I think like you rightly said, they've done, the Moroccans, I mean, they've done well for themselves. No matter what comes out of this, no matter the outcome of this game, I don't think anyone would beat them down or anything. They've done well, being the first African team in the semi-finals and then playing the third place. They were not overwhelmed against France, unlike the Croatians against Argentina. That they were not overwhelmed, like I already said. So in this game, I expect them, despite the injuries to the side, I think they have enough to get it against the Croatians. Though in this game the Croatians have started brightly, they've started quite well. They've made their intentions known in the first 6 minutes of this game or thereabouts. But I still think for the way they've kept their defense, the defensive shape they've kept all through the tournament, I still think they've the Roman Sainz, I don't think he played against France. I think he played.
He started. Yes, they
had to take him out. Yes, and I think it's actually, if not for the injury, it would have been one of the players that will make the team of the tournament, in my own opinion. But then I don't think they still kept their shape against France despite his injury. So I think coming into this game with the same first 11, just a one or two changes against the Croatian. They've played against the Croatians before in the first game in the World Cup, but you could say that was just the first game of the World Cup. None of them could get better of each other. It eventually ended in a draw, but this is winner takes it all. But I still think it's going to be a
Morocco have considered the first goal in this game to Croatia. It's a good goal. It looks like that goal was scored by Vadio. Yes, Vadio is the man that has given Croatia the lead just 7 minutes already into this third place game against Morocco at the FIFA World Cup 2022 Qatar. Croatia have taken the lead. It was a good one. It was a free header, and Vadio, the man that was made nonsense by Lionel Messi in that semi-final fixture, is the man that has profited from this one. It's not an offside. It looks like an offside. The Moroccan players were calling for an offside, but on a second look, it's not an offside from where I sit right here, and it's a good goal, a free header. How do you allow this, Tunde Young? How do you consider goal this early? They say when it rains, it pours. Morocco before this game had not, before the semi-final game against France, did not concede a single goal from an opposition player. They considered 2 from an opposition player against France, and now they've considered the 3rd goal from an opposition player. Is there a way back for them?
Yeah, there is a way back, but the way they started this game is it was suspect.
Similar to the way they started against France.
Yeah, I said they almost gave away a goal, like the very first sequence of the game. Yasin Bono nearly passed the ball into his own net. From then on, they've been jittery, and the man to blame for that goal particularly is the number 20 Ashraf Dari. And it's one thing about making too many changes. Although most of their changes have been forced by injury, Dari comes in as the centre back partner for this game, but he's someone that has not played too many.
Not played much in the tournament. I think he came on against Portugal, and I think he did quite well. Later on, after Roman Sainz got injured,
came on against Portugal, came on against France. So this is his first start, and you can see that it's
a bit shaky.
It seems out of place because he played everybody on side.
Okay, Morocco have their equalizer. It's 1-1,
and it's that man Ashraf Dari celebrating with gusto, like he's glad that he has redeemed himself.
Yes, it's a decent redemption. And we see all through this competition, we've talked about the power of the Moroccans from set piece situations. Yes, Croatia also got their goal from a set piece situation, and now Morocco a good free kick, well whipped in by that Chelsea player and also Moroccan player Hakim Ziyech. Similar fashion. They considered whipped in a cross, whipped into the area. First header, then the second header inside the back of the net.
Where it's not similar is the fact that, yes, it was a cross into the box, but they benefited from the fact that the ball took it was an initial deflection. The goal itself was from the second ball. The Moroccan goal on the other hand was because Dari played everybody on side. They were playing a high defensive line. The rest of the Moroccan defense was keeping a high line and keeping the Croatians offside, but Dari dropped back for whatever reason and kept everybody on side, and that's why the goal counted. But this one, the Croatia kept a disciplined line. They were just I don't know whether they were
the first contact with the ball which was supposed to be a defensive clearance, wasn't a defensive clearance. Okay, Croatia looking for the second goal in this game. Osic, a man who has not been the first choice, getting his chance, and it looks like he wants to take his chance against the Moroccan. It was a delightful caller right there, but just way too wide. Osic trying to out the Moroccans for the second time in this game after Josko Vadio got the first goal for Croatia. It's 1-1 after 10 minutes. The game has started in the best possible way, especially for commentators, because these are two national teams that knows how to lock shop. They know how to be very disciplined at the back, except for when they play against Argentina and France respectively. That's only when they might just lose it. But let me ask Tayo, I mean, do you expect to see 2 goals? Okay, do you expect to see 2 goals at this stage of the game? Well, Morocco, your thought, Morocco are looking to get their second goal. That one has been intercepted. The ball goes out for a throw-in deep inside the Croatian half right there. But do you expect to see 2 goals after just 10 minutes of football? 1 goal apiece for these two sides.
No, I was not expecting the goals to come in quite early, but the game has been end-to-end, which is what I expected. I expected that this time around you don't need to just decide to just play your conventional way. I think you should just try something new, and I think so far both of them have been quite expressive, and I think the goal came in at the right time in terms of the goal woke both of them up. The first goal by the Croatian side was actually a well-crafted free kick. It was played, it was launched towards Satin Perisic, and he nodded the ball back towards his player, which was Avidol, and he had a brilliant bullet header, and that was a brilliant goal there. You know, compared to the Moroccan side, they have been quite energetic. They're not trying to give many of those chances away like they did prior to the goal, and after they equalized, I think they've been trying to play a very balanced type of football, and I trust me, I think this game is going to be very interesting.
Okay, an interesting game. We are looking forward to more goals. It looks like we will get even before the first half ends there at the Khalifa International Stadium. It is the FIFA 2022 World Cup third place game between Croatia and Morocco, and just after 10 minutes it is 1-1 as we speak. We are in the 12th minute of the game, and it's 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco. The first goal for Croatia was scored by Vadio, and of course Morocco equalized via a delightful opportunity right there in the 18-yard. The man that Tunde Young blamed for the first goal considered by Morocco was the man that got the equalizer for the Moroccans. So the action is still very much packed right there at the Khalifa International Stadium. Now let me ask you for your predictions, even though the game is still square. What do you think will take this one?
I think the game is going to be going to be a game of late winners. So even though I'm rooting for a Moroccan side, but I don't know. Croatia might just nick this one out. Okay,
Croatia to nick this one out for you. Talking about Tayo, well, we'll wait and see how that one will pan out. Ashraf Dari is the man that got the equalizer for the Moroccans in this game. And let's talk about the key battle. Yes, so friend Amrabat, how is he going to fare against this well-packed Croatian midfielder? As Lovro Majer, there's Luka Modric, there's Mateo Kovacic, and also Osic in there. Though Osic is a player that is more attacking minded, so as the game progresses without possession of the ball, you would expect him to be in an advanced situation. But when they don't have possession of the ball, talking about the Croatians right now, you expect him to drop deep and try to cover for the left back position right there. But where, how do you see the midfield battle between this Moroccan team, the Atlas Lions of Morocco, against this Croatian team? Yes, Sofiane Amrabat tops, he leads that midfield, but he's not the only one in there.
It's not the only one in there, but his usual midfield partners throughout this World Cup are missing. That's Azizi Unai and Amal. Neither of them start today.
How big of a miss is that for Morocco?
We would have to wait and see. Of course, you know the quality that Unai possesses. This has been one of the stories of the World Cup so far. But perhaps the manager is looking at perhaps an opportunity to give some other players a chance to get the feel of the World Cup. And the players that have been selected today are Bilal El Kanous and Abdelhamid Sabiri. Those are the guys starting.
Well, Sabiri, he got his name on. He got himself on the score sheet already in this. He's gotten himself on the score sheet already in this competition. That should be against Belgium. in the group stage. A delightful goal scored.
Yeah. And he's had some great substitute appearances. He came on against Portugal. He's more famous for missing that one-on-one chance where he attempted to chip the goalkeeper. But he was solid in that game, and even in subsequent games prior and before and after that game as well. He's been known to come off the bench and give teams a worry. So perhaps that's why Walid Regragui decided to start him in this one. But for us, I'm leaning slightly towards Morocco based on what we have seen so far. I was supporting them anyway before the game, but based on what we have seen so far, simply because Croatia have not just changed personnel, but they've changed their shape entirely. They lined up with a 3-5-2 for the first time this tournament, but from what we are watching, it seems more like a 4-4-2. Perisic, instead of, they set him up as a left wing back, but he's playing mostly as a left full back, and their usual right back threat Juranovic is not playing. Instead, Josip Stanisic is playing instead. Oh, it looked like it wasn't a penalty. It looked like they might have been.
I think this game is even more similar to the game against Canada. They were quite open. After they considered the early goal against Canada, they came out open. They changed their system and they gave a decisive blow to Canada.
Yeah. Okay. So right now they have Marco Oliveira and Andrea Kramaric up front. Lovro is a 10, but I'm seeing him more on the right wing so far. So I think that's where the 4-4-2 comes in. Mislavo is more in his regular left wing position. Mateo Kovacic and Luka Modric in central midfield. Perisic playing more as a left back rather than a left wing back. Stanisic starting in right back so far, ahead of the excellent Juranovic, who has also been one of the revelations of the tournament, and Josip Sutalo and Josko Gvardiol are maintaining their centre back positions. So, but however this game pans out, we have already had a better game than the first time these two teams met. Also at this FIFA World Cup, both of them, it was their opening games. How fitting, they played their first games of the tournament against each other. They are playing their last game of the tournament against each other. That game ended goalless. Never looked like there was ever going to be a goal, but we already have two within the first 10 minutes.
Well, we already have two within the first 10 minutes. It is 17 minutes out there at the Khalifa International Stadium, and it is 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco in the FIFA 2022 World Cup third place encounter currently going on right there in Qatar. Well, the first goal was scored by Josko Gvardiol. The equalizer from Morocco was scored by Ashraf Dari. That's the man that got the equalizer for them. So we are waiting to see where the next goal will come from. You can go to our YouTube page to join us live right there, right now. Just go to mainland 98.3 FM. You'll be able to join us live on YouTube. You can also drop your comment. You'll be able to watch us live on YouTube. You can also drop in your comments right there on YouTube. We will take as much as possible. Well, you can also drop in your comment via the phone lines. Yes, you can send in your text messages via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0410. You can also call the number 0913 600 0410 as Morocco have some bit of defending to do right about now. It's a serious opportunity for Croatia, but a good defensive block right there, but they still have even more defending to do. Talking about Morocco, the Moroccans can now calm down because they have possession of the ball. The goalkeeper Yasin Bono. It was a brilliant opportunity for Croatia. It was a counter situation, a 3v3 situation, and they didn't make the best of that opportunity. Tayo.
Well, they had the opportunity. He had the time, and he had the time to swerve the ball, and I don't know. I think it took too much time in trying to beat his closest man, and I think that was why the Moroccan side could be able to cover up for their lapses. But that should have been a foul to Morocco in the build-up of the goal.
Okay, it's not a goal, by the way. It's in the build-up to the
opportunity, obviously.
Another free error allowed in the 18-yard of the Moroccans. They need to deal with these crosses coming in. When they had their proper defensive partnership, talking about size and Agued, they seem to be better. But in this game, they've been struggling with area balls, allowing free headers in the final third right there. Still 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco after 19 minutes of players. Morocco are advancing on the attack. A wayward cross by the Chelsea. Okay, not Chelsea now. Talking about Sofiane Boufal is the man that just sent in a wayward cross to nobody actually, as he gives back possession to the Croatians. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call. You can drop in your predictions for where you think this one will go. There's a message here that says good evening guys, it's a long one. Okay. This is about the earlier conversation. We've moved on from that. Let's take this call. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. Your name and location,
Yeah, this
please.
is Ola from Apako.
This is.
I see Croatia and Morocco join this game. No. I don't see anybody winning this game. This game will actually go to penalty.
Okay, if they go to penalties, there has to be a winner. Who do you think will take it?
It's a difficult choice, you know. But I think Croatia is taking it for penalty because of that goalkeeper.
Okay.
Goalkeeper.
Okay, because of Livakovic, Croatia should take it on penalties. Thank you. Let's take the next call. Hello.
Hello, Tutu.
Oh, Arsenal, Baba.
Arsenal, Baba. Chelsea, Baba.
Okay, Chelsea, Baba. Okay, you don't get Chelsea, Baba.
For long, I will try to get you. I've been listening to your program for long, but I can't just get your line.
You don't get welcome. Michael from Ipaja.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please, I do ask you a question.
Okay.
Please, is this Kuku of a person
This who?
that was saying about Chelsea? Please be honest to me.
Kuku.
Please just sign and seal because I've been hearing some rumors that other players are still bidding.
No, he's not a Chelsea player yet, but there's a very, very strong possibility that he will be joining Chelsea in June. Talks, everything has been concluded. It's just that they've not defined. He's not been announced as a Chelsea player, so he's still not a Chelsea player.
And he has not signed.
He has not signed, but everything,
According to Fabrizio, he has signed.
okay. According to Fabrizio,
Fabrizio is usually quite reliable in this situation.
You know, Chelsea is not doing well. And the result of the Champions League.
Baba, you don't go join this season until next season.
Okay. Lastly, please. This new young boy we signed, is it
Fofana.
Is it a loan deal or permanent deal?
They've not signed him. Officially, they've not signed him.
Yeah, also it's a permanent deal.
But it's a permanent deal.
Close to an agreement according to what we heard.
Fofana, that's the striker from Modi.
Yes, yeah. Okay, it's a permanent deal.
Yes, but they've not signed him yet. But talks, everything, all things being equal, it should be a Chelsea player in January. All things being equal, it should be a Chelsea player in January.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the tomorrow match.
No wala.
I'm giving to Argentina straight up.
Okay, the one where they go on now, who they give on to?
You know,
You know,
Sorry.
I like you already. Let's take the next call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, guys.
Yes, your name and location, please.
Yeah, this is Emmanuel calling from Okota.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
Yeah, good evening, okay, Ola, Sunday.
They are all greeting you. Okwa is not here by the way, but they are all greeting you.
Okay, yeah. So concerning the game, I think Morocco are going to win this one. Reason being that Croatia are disappointed not getting to the final, and Morocco all fired up. They just want to for all their good work, they just need to take something home. They just need that. So I feel they actually coming into this game with more fire in their body than Croatia. I feel so because being the first African team to get to here and all the good talk around the team, they are just going to win this. Probably through a penalty.
Okay.
Or a late goal, then Modric to cry again.
You just you like to see old people cry, have you?
But for the game tomorrow, it's by 8 p.m. right?
Yes. No, it's 4. It's 4. It's not 8. It's 4 p.m.
By 4.
Yes. That's the final.
There'll be more time to celebrate when Messi wins. That's just all I can see.
We'll get your agenda by the way.
No, you wanted Modric to cry.
Okay.
A Barca fan.
Yeah, a Barca fan. Doesn't want Real Madrid affiliated players to get anything.
He is a football fan.
Okay.
From another Barca fan. Let's just go on. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can also send in your text messages via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410. It's still 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco. Well, Croatia could take advantage of this opportunity in the final third. Luka Modric on the edge of the 18-yard now looking for that strike. The strike finally comes. The goalkeeper fumbles. He had enough time to redeem himself of that mistake. Talking about Yacine Bono. It was a decent strike. Powerful low driver there from Luka Modric. It was a very, very strong one. Low power driver, Luka Modric, from the edge of the 18-yard. He was able to find space. You don't allow a player of Luka Modric's quality this kind of space. He created that space for himself in between the legs of Dari again, and the goalkeeper, talking about Yasin Bonu, got a hand to that one. Then he was able to follow up with the rebound to protect that ball from getting into the feet of another Croatian player. Well, Croatia are still advancing on the attack. Morocco have to respond, and yes, they've won possession now. They can try to suppress the Moroccan pressure that was just being put on their defense. But we just saw Luka Modric remind this Croatian defense that if you allow him, it can really hurt them from anywhere.
Yeah, I think for that particular, because the shot wasn't something that normally should trouble someone like Bono, but the fact that Dari was right in front of him,
and he went through him.
Yes, and he even attempted to kick the ball. So maybe he put off the goalkeeper a little bit and made the save a little more difficult, but at least he got it done. Croatia still, they look like they have bites. So far I've not seen clear-cut chances, but they are moving the ball quite well. I'm liking the experimenting from Walid Regragui. So now we are seeing Hakim Ziyech switched out to the left instead of the right way.
Buffal
on the
well, Dari is a bit of a problem in this game because he just lost possession of the ball again, giving away possession to Morocco. He had to take his teammates. He had to be him because he wasn't at the right place at the right time. Morocco could have been punished. It seems Dari, yes, he got the equalizer after he, according to Today Young, though,
it was a loose ball.
Whether he lose ball or not,
he's been suspect at the back.
He's been suspect at the back, and he looked like the weakest link in that Moroccan defense. And if I were to be Croatia right now, we will operate from Dari's wing.
And I think the Croatians, they are doing all they can to just get the win within 90 minutes. Because coming into this game, I think they've played more.
They've been stressed already.
Yes, they've been stressed out already. They've played more minutes than the Moroccan team. They've played about 3 extra time compared to the Moroccans that have just played 1 against Spain. So they really want to get this done within 90 minutes, and they are doing just that right now. Okay,
they are doing that right now. Well, Ivan Perisic with that assist to Josko Vadio's goal. He now has 3 assists, level on 3 with Harry Kane, Bruno Fernandes, Antoine Griezmann, and Lionel Messi. So he can surpass Harry Kane because Harry Kane is no longer in tournament. He can also surpass Bruno Fernandes because Bruno Fernandes is also not in the tournament, but he still has to. Yes, Bruno Fernandes. Okay, an opportunity again.
No. It was a brilliant one. You know, these are the things that from Amra, but these are the things you see from a certain Sergio Busquets or a certain Rodri. So it's very brilliant.
Quality player he is. Of course, his quality is of no doubt after this FIFA World Cup, and I wait to see how he's going to use this as a pedestal to step up.
Yeah, but speaking of them now, there's a player here that a lot of people have not been talking about in the Moroccan team, the left back Atala. It was not the starting left back. No, Sam Aswari, the more prestigious player.
Yes, from Bayern.
Who is a right back, by the way, but because he's a big player and they cannot drop Hakimi for him, they have to play him on in left back and dropping at Adala. But since Mazraoui got injured and Adala came into this team, he's been quite good. He assisted, he put in that wonderful cross for Enesri to finish for the only goal against Portugal. And he has pace. He's a good tackler. You saw his defensive awareness on that last play when he saved Paris blushes. So this is a player, even 27 years old, plays for Wydad Casablanca. This is a player that I would say maybe European clubs should look at. It's not going to cost you a lot of money, but it looks like he has quality.
Okay, it looks like he has quality. Morocco and Atala still making sure that they are still getting the necessary things they need to do. They are getting it as they should do it. It's 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco after 28 minutes of play in this game. Both defenses have been tested. Both goalkeepers have been tested. We are yet to see anything out of the ordinary. But one thing is just certain: these Moroccan teams, there's a lot of panic around their defensive area, and that's one thing I'm not sure Gragui will be pleased with. But it doesn't look animated on the sideline. He seems to just be watching. And of course, in the build up to this game, he mentioned the fact that he was going to give some of the players that have not really gotten enough minutes, and some that have not even gotten minutes really to get into the action at the FIFA World Cup, the opportunity to play in this game, and also keeping in view that they need to get something out of this game for all the good work they've done already. Well, Morocco have the ball advancing forward beyond the middle of the park. Good interchange of passing from Morocco. Now this is an opportunity. Can they make this count? The ball delayed, the crosses, goal!
Wow,
it was behind him. I don't
way too heavy.
Aside from Hakimi playing a fantastic, but I think the striker just He stood static. He didn't make any movement. He was just waiting the ball to come and meet him.
He was moving though. He was trying not to be offside. He was moving and the ball like just went behind him.
Achraf Hakimi should be doing better from that position.
No, I think he actually did well. It's just the miscommunication because Hakimi didn't have a lot to aim at. It was only one player there, and if he had played it too accurately, the goalkeeper would have intercepted it. So he had to like they just didn't,
a bit over the goalkeeper.
They just didn't read themselves well. I'm not putting the blame on anybody. Just a miscommunication between both players. But at least we can see Morocco finally getting forward because since they scored, we've not seen anything from them going forward.
Well, one thing is that when they go forward, they know so well how to use the ball, and they can really hurt this Croatian team. But their biggest problem in this game has been their progression from the back. Starting play from the back has been their biggest problem. But on transition, they are very good. Looking at that opportunity again, the cross just behind El Nesri, delightful cross, and the build up to that cross. If this had gone in as a goal, it is going to be among some of the best goals at this FIFA World Cup because of the progression, the interchange of passes to open up space on the far right to cut out about two Croatian defenders in that one, expose the Croatian defense. But it didn't count. So it's just one of those moments that should have counted, that would have given you that television goal. Yes, that television goal.
Well, before this game, perhaps if it had been maybe against France, against Spain, or even against Portugal, I would have said maybe take your chances. You need it.
Even in this game, you have to take your chances. There's no game you have to take your chances.
In a game like this, I still fancy them to get more chances. So I'm not really bothered about that chance. I still get, because the way the game is looking, Morocco will still threaten. They will still have opportunities. They will still have 3 or 4 more clear-cut chances.
Yeah,
but Croatia.
But after 30 minutes so far, I've not really seen anything in terms of their chance creation. That Hakimi chance is like the first chance they've created apart from set piece.
First clear-cut chance.
So
why the Croats, they've had more chances?
Yes,
they've had about 5 or 6.
It looks like they're missing Unai or something, but they need to be able to progress the ball better out of the deep areas and into the opposition territory. Unai does that very well, moves very well with the ball. So far we've not seen their in terms of their chance creation, they've not been anything to write them about yet. Like we said, that one chance is all they've created apart from the goal they scored, which was from a set piece situation. Well, even if it's to win more set pieces and try and score from it, maybe do something. But right now it looks like Croatia are more likely to score the second goal.
Okay, it looks like Croatia are more likely to score the second goal. Good mention has to be Unai. So the young mention Unai is on the bench for them. So if they need the services, he's available. He's not out injured. He's just on the bench. He's been rested for this game. So if they need the services, you want to trust the manager Walid Regragui to actually throw him into the fray, into the thick of action. It's still 1-1 between Croatia and Morocco after 32 minutes of play, and the way Morocco have been winning back possession, the way they've been stealing possession away from these Croatians, especially in that midfield. We talk about the midfield battle and the likes of Kovacic and Modric. Kovacic sits even deeper than Modric in this game. They've been having too many turnovers to the Moroccan midfield. When Morocco come on the advance now, it's Boufal takes on 1, takes on 2. Still Boufal in the 18-yard, takes a strike off the Croatian defender, and it should be a corner, but the referee has given that as a goal kick, and the Moroccan players will not be having it as a protest, and they could get themselves a bit of caution in this.
I'd be surprised if there are no yellow cards here.
Well, the way and manner they ran at the referee, Achraf Hakimi, Boufal and Nesri not having it, and on the second look, this looks like a corner kick instead of a goal kick.
It is a corner kick.
Well,
it is a corner kick. The referee in this game has been.
Well, it's not a corner. It's not a corner kick. It's not a corner kick. It is a goal kick.
But Boufal had the last touch.
Yeah, he had the last touch. It's those kind of balls that
you really can't blame the.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Players.
It's difficult, yes. But this is what actually happened. Boufal, after taking out two Croatian players, did an exchange of passes with Allah, and when he was about to take the strike, the ball struck the feet of a Croatian player in the 18-yard of Croatia, but it came off. Finally, the feet of that man, talking about Boufal. So, but Boufal felt he should have gotten a corner kick. At first glance, it seemed like a corner kick, but on the second look, it's a goal kick and it's the right call. So, no one has been given a yellow card. Well, Morocco can advance on the counter-attack situation right now. It is Achraf Hakimi getting late to the ball right there, and you have to also look at the combination of Achraf Hakimi and Hakim Ziyech. He's been working a little bit of wonders. It's just not been paying off in the final third.
And this is the furthest forward we have seen Hakimi in this tournament, in this entire tournament. So far, we have not seen him do what he usually does for PSG, which is bomb forward and be the extra threat going forward. He's been focused more on defensive duties this tournament, and who can blame him if you have to worry about Mbappe, if you have to worry about the world class players that they face, because they face lots of world class. They face Belgium, they face Spain, they face Portugal, they face France. So lots of world class wingers. So maybe that's why they had to let him not focus too much on the defensive, on the attacking duties, and double down on his primary responsibility, which is to defend. But in this game, it seems like the Shackles have been let off. It's been their most advanced players in terms of looking at the heat map so far. And that combination with Ziyech so far is working, because Ziyech himself is not offering much threat from the wide areas, so he's using Hakimi's overlapping runs to
shield himself.
And the interchange of passes between these two, the partnership has been taking out Josko Vadio, because times where you would expect Josko Vadio to be on Hakim Ziyech, or times he's been on Hakim Ziyech, just like you said, he's been able to use because he pulls out, I should say, Josko Vadio for Hakimi to make the running behind, and Josko Vadio has not really been able to pin down Hakim Ziyech.
I think Vadio's issue is because it has something to do with Croatia changing shape, as we mentioned earlier. There's usually a sitter, which is Brozovic, but it's not on the pitch today. They are playing two flat CMs. So, by the way, Morocco should do their best to win set pieces, because I think that's their best chance of creating chance. That's their best means of creating chance.
Get those set pieces and get Ziyech at the end of them.
Yes, Ziyech puts in a good ball now again, but was well defended. But back to what we're talking about, the fact that there's no sitter in Brozovic. Kovacic is trying to do it, but he's a mobile player. There's nobody really doing that city. So Vadio has had to step out of defense to sense danger and try to stop it before.
But that leaves a lot of space in behind.
And Hakim Ziyech has been taking advantage of that space, using Hakimi's run. Once he sees Vadio approaching him, he just plays a pass instantly to remove Vadio from. He doesn't have to beat him with dribbles. He will not count as a dribble, but he has removed him out of the equation. And so far, it's been working well for Morocco down that right. They just need to be more incisive. They just need to have a bit more cutting. That Buffal chance could have been a much better chance had they fashioned it better. Bilal Kanoum, the guy that he did the 1-2 with, that pass could have been much better, but somehow it did not materialize. Oh wow!
Another close opportunity for Morocco, courtesy Nesri. It was a delightful cross, a well taken corner kick from Hakim Ziyech, connected, just flicked it on for nobody. If there was someone in there, that should have been the second goal for Morocco in this game. And just like you mentioned, Tunde Young, their best opportunity, their best ability, their strength is in their set piece ability. Those whipped crosses.
So far, it looks like the only way.
Even in the competition.
Yeah, it looks like the only way, like their surefire way to score is to put balls in the box, whether be it from standstill situations or be it from open play or from set pieces. So they just keep doing that, because before they started getting the set piece, it didn't look like they had the chance to put the ball in the back of it. Right now, they've been able to douse the threat of Croatia, because Croatia started the game better, but now we've not seen anything from them in the last 10 to 15 minutes. So attack is the best form of defense.
Okay, attack is the best form of defense. The Moroccan fans out there at the Khalifa International Stadium have found their voice. They are singing and chanting, and also motivating their players on the field of play, giving them the necessary support that is needed against the Croatians, the 2018 FIFA World Cup finalists. Let's take some reactions now. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can also send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0410. We are streaming live on YouTube. Yes, you want to see the face of Odunayo, you want to see Taya as well. Tunde Young also very much here in his cap. Maybe they should give me a cap, because Taya and Tunde Young are wearing face caps, just like you said, and Odunayo is looking delectable that Ola could not even focus. As always.
Remember to put that.
Okay, as delectable as always. Yes, of course. Every day she did slay every day. Well, Morocco has a bit of defending to do to prevent themselves being slayed by this Croatian attack, but that has been snuffed out, but not entirely. A cross is whipped into the area, meets a Croatian defender's clearance, and now it's upfield, and of course Croatia still looking to out this Moroccan side. On the ball is Kovacic. Changes play, finds Okay, now still Croatia advancing on the attack, and it's been blocked. It's a corner for Croatia. Buffon dropping deep to do some defensive duties right there. And this how far? This is the farthest we've seen the Croatian Stanisic, that's his name. This is the farthest we've seen him in this game advance forward, and that's because the Moroccans also dropped deep to rearrange their shape and try to knock out the build-up play from this Croatian side.
Yeah, Stanisic is 22-year-old who is contracted to Bayern Munich. I think this is his first start of the World Cup. If I'm correct, Juranovic has been the one starting in the right back position for Croatia. Fantastic right back. Speaking of Juranovic, that's probably why I think Morocco have the upper hand, because for me, the Croatian head coach Dalic has made too many changes. Maybe because they've been here before and it's not particularly it's not particularly important to them.
Okay, a beautiful piece of footwork from Hakim Ziyech right there, turning the Croatian player inside out. A beautiful piece of play. The way Amana recovered the ball, moving forward at some point, he felt like he didn't know what he wanted to do with the ball. It was a long way out, and of course, taking a long distance strike, it requires a lot of technique, a lot of power as well, and also a luck on your side. It was a good strike, but not one to threaten the goalkeeper. But the build up to that goal, to that strike was very, very beautiful. Television goal, -1. That's just the equation he solved in that occasion. But you see 1-1 after 41 minutes of play. Vardiol, the goal scorer for Croatia early in the game, before Ashraf Dari equalized for the Moroccans, and since then we've not really seen another goal in this game. Well, let's quickly look at what the number says in this game. 55% of the ball possession goes to Croatia as we speak, and also Morocco have 45% of the ball possession. We've seen 6 goal attempts and 3 shots on goal and 3 shots off goal as well for Croatia, while we've seen 3 goal attempts, 1 shot on goal, 2 off goal for Morocco in this game. And talking about offside, this is not a game that has given us so much to think about offside, because only two offside calls we've seen in this game, and 4 corners, 2 for each side in this one. But for Morocco, they've given away they've won 7 free kicks, while that team talking about Croatia have won just 3 free kicks. And for Croatia, out of the 3 free kicks, they were able to get their first goal. Also for Morocco, they got their goal courtesy a free kick. So we are waiting to see how this one will pan out. Bono has been made to save 2 attempts, while the goalkeeper for the Croatians have not been made to save any ball in this game. As you see, Croatia with an opportunity. Luka Modric takes too long on the ball, loses possession. Possession have been won back by the Croats, and still Croatia advancing forward now on the outside right. The strike is good inside the net.
Oh my goodness!
What a beautiful goal!
Oh my goodness! You don't see this kind of goals in real time. Most times you see this kind of goals in the PlayStation. It's a brilliant goal. It's a brilliant goal.
What a goal! What a goal!
He put out two.
Exactly. That's an out-2, and the out-2 was so sweet that it was so slow, and the goalkeeper just scrambled for it. I feel very bad for Bono.
I think it was Sabiri that lost the ball in that situation, which I thought at the time could be costly, and it proved. You already got the ball. Why are you trying to do too much here on the edge of your own box and losing the ball?
It's a one-time finish.
Also, did not even take a touch.
It's a one-time finish.
That's the typical striker finish. He's a dangerous player. I'm sure Chelsea fans remember Miss Slavosic. He's the one that got Tuchel fired with those goals for Dinamo Zagreb.
This is a striker's finish. A kind of goal.
One time.
He knew what he wanted to do even before the ball got to him. Just give me the ball. The pen was good, and the goalkeeper. You have to really worry for Bono, because at some point he felt like the ball was going out.
Aside from that,
it lacked power, but he had finesse.
Yes. When you watch that ball closely, he had already opened up his body in anticipation for the ball getting to him, and the ball and the weight of the pass was so sweet that the weight of the pass was slow, and that was what contributed to how slow that ball was, because he had to generate the force, because his body was already in motion, and he had to wait and adjust his body position, and that was why he was able to get the better call, but he could not get a better power, shot power to that
kind of strike. You don't need power, you just need the finesse.
That was what I'm saying, because of the weight of the pass was so smooth that he didn't need to make any run. It was just, all he did was just hit the ball once. He didn't make a run, he didn't try to take a touch. All he needed to do, he had already adjusted his body position in anticipation of the ball getting to him. As soon as the ball got to him, he knew what he wanted to do, and that was it.
Okay,
Bono is like 6'3", and he took 2 steps and stretched to the length of his ability and still did not get to that ball. The ball was so inch perfect, was so perfectly curled and placed that it had to go in off.
Okay, hold your thought. Morocco with some bit of defending to do. Beautiful piece of footwork right there from that man, but the ball is out and it has gone out for what seems to be a goal kick to Morocco. Morocco, like we mentioned earlier in the game, there seems to be a lot of panic in that defense and they are struggling whenever the ball is in their 18-yard. It's 2-1 in favor of Croatia right now. Yes, Osic getting that beautiful goal. He had finesse, it lacked power, he sacrificed power for finesse in that one, and what a goal eventually it was for him. And of course, yes, the goal was called. The Croatian fans are celebrating, they are cheering their team on. Same with the Moroccans, even though they are losing, like they have nothing exactly to lose.
I think this game should be a little bit more important to Morocco. Like I was saying earlier, Croatia have been here and done this. They won 3rd place in 98. They beat Netherlands in the 3rd place game. They won the silver medal. They technically felt like a defeat because they lost the final, but they had the silver medal in 2018. So not to diminish this game for them. Of course, they would love to win it, but it's not. The stakes are not the same for them and Morocco. Morocco are flying the flag for Africa, and for Arab, they want to be the first African and Arab nation to win a medal of any kind at the Senior World Cup. So I think that's a lot more pressure. It shows that the game should be a lot more important to them. But with the way they've been conducting themselves at the back, because this is a team that is known for defensive discipline, at least in the first 6 games that I've seen at this World Cup, what is the common denominator for Morocco? Even in the game that they lost, is that they are defensively disciplined.
Yes.
Like, you have to break them down. But in this game, they've just been making it easy for Croatia, being
so disciplined at the back.
That goal that they considered was from it. Like, why give the ball away? You are trying to dribble right in the front of your own box,
and you had like 6 of 7.
Okay, Morocco can make this opportunity count, but Livakovic comes out as he should, and yes, he comes out to collect the ball. Very, very sharp in goal for the Croatians. We've seen 2 additional minutes already in this game being added on. 1 minute is gone. We are into the final seconds of the second minute that has been added on into this game. So defensive discipline, defensive masterclass all the way to the semi-final. Since conceding 2 against France, they've conceded another 2, so it's now 5 goals that Morocco have conceded at the FIFA World Cup, and 4 in the last 2.
It tells this game. I think what happened is just belief. They felt they could have a good goal.
Do they think they've arrived already?
I think
are they overwhelmed?
No,
maybe the level of opposition as well.
Also, let's also keep in mind that they are missing players. So the players that kept the clean sheet are pretty much not yet. Roman size and
now they have a player down, and the player needs a medical attention, and it looks like he just tore his hamstring.
Okay, we're waiting to see. Yes, Ashraf Dari is the man with concern. The center referee has blown for the end of the first half, with Croatia leading by 2-1. Yes, we've seen 2 headed goals, 1 for each side, and a very well taken brilliant strike from Mislav Osic to give Croatia the lead in the 42nd minute. Joktovadio's goal opened the scoring in the 7th minute before Dari equalized just 2 minutes later in the 9th minute for Morocco, and in the 42nd minute, yes, courtesy and assist from Niva Osic is the man that has given Croatia the lead in this game, and they go into the dugout with the lead 2-1, the lead against Morocco. It's been a decent game so far, not been so disappointing. I would say we've seen chances, we've seen saves, and we've seen goals in this one. So 3 goals in the first half. How many are we going to see in the second half? Let's take a breather. When we come back from this breather, we'll take more reactions. We'll take Olaoluwa Oni and also Jibola, who is right here in the studio. They've been doing the back end job, and now when we come back from the break, they will come and do the front end job right here. So stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM. We have to go on the break. When we return, we will continue with the live coverage of the FIFA World Cup 3rd place game going down in Qatar. I don't want to call it losers final. I have the option of saying losers final, but come on, Morocco will not be termed as a loser. Even if they lose this game, of course. Okay, I'll have to go now.
Lagos.
Spectacular live on Milan 98.3 FM. My name remains Triple O. We are back at the Khalifa International Stadium where Croatia currently leading Morocco by 2-1 in the FIFA 2022 World Cup third place playoff game right there. Morocco already made a substitution, bringing on Elias Chia for Sabiri that was playing like man we know Sabi in that game right there. But it's still 2-1, and we are waiting to see how Morocco will respond to this deficit that they've got already in this game. And already in the opening stages of the second half, we've seen even Croatia come the closest to getting a goal in this one, as Morocco with an opportunity now, but the defense of the Croatians were able to get that one dealt with. Atala is the man that was on the end of that one for Morocco on that occasion. It's still 2-1 after 49 minutes of play between Croatia and Morocco. Well, let's also let you know that you can call in to join the conversation. You can drop your comment, and maybe you want to change your predictions or you want to make new predictions. You can also do that by dialing 0913-600-0410 to call us on the show. You can also send in your text messages via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410. And you can go to our YouTube page. Yes, as we speak, we're streaming live on YouTube at Milan 98.3 FM on YouTube. Just go to Milan 98.3 FM on YouTube. You'll be able to watch us live. You can drop your comment right there as well. It's still 2-1 between Croatia and Morocco out there at the Khalifa International Stadium, and we are waiting to see how Morocco will respond to them going behind against Croatia. Will they be able to win this Croatian side? This is not the first time they are playing in this tournament. Don't forget, both nations played in their opening game against each other of the FIFA World Cup, and that game ended goalless. So we are waiting to see how this one will end. Some persons have said this one will go into extra time and Croatia will win on penalties. Some have gone otherwise, that it will end in extra time as well, but Morocco to win on penalties. But one thing is certain, that this game must have a winner, unlike the first game of the competition where both nations played a goalless draw in that one. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. And of course, only Lionel Messi with 16 has been directly involved in more FIFA World Cup goals than Ivan Perisic across the last three tournaments, because yes, that man has provided 6 goals and 5 assists. Talking about Ivan Perisic, he's the man that you can depend on when it comes to the FIFA World Cup for the Croatians. About now, it is a serious attack for Croatia. They have the advantage now. Not a delightful ball to Ivan Perisic, but he was able to keep the ball in play. Still Croatia with the attack. Okay, even a better one into the 18-yard, but not the kind of connection that Maya was hoping to get in that one. It was a strongly whipped in cross across the face of goal. But yes, a defensive clearance by Dari, the man that got the equalizer for Morocco early in the first half before they considered the second goal. It was the man that was right on point to prevent that one from getting into any man in white and red for Croatia on that occasion. Well, Morocco, they've been upended in their attempted attack, but now they've been able to progress play from the foul which was given the captain of the Moroccans. Of course, Hakim Ziyech still making comfortable use of the ball, but Morocco, they need to do better than what they've done so far in this game if they want to come back in this game, because the earlier they get the equalizer, the better for them. If the game continues to linger on, you might fancy Croatia to off them, because if Croatia gets that opportunity, they've got that technicality to finish, and of course they've shown it twice already in this game. Well, Morocco have the opportunity. Nesri with the chance now. I was well guarded by Ivan Perisic, who, as is doing offensive duties, is also providing defensive cover for this Croatian side. It was a good ball into the area, chested down well by Nesri, but Ivan Perisic, with experience and with enough physicality, was able to protect that ball, was able to defend that attack from the Moroccans. As we see Croatia trying to beat from the back, decent use of football from Ivan Perisic as well. He's been everywhere in this game. Talking about Ivan Perisic, he's been everywhere in this game. Well, I'll wait and see how that one will pan out. Well, Morocco can win back possession of the ball as Croatia tries to beat from the back, but not on this occasion. Croatia still in possession of the ball in a position where they cannot harm Morocco, because of course the ball is in their own half, right in front of just a little bit above their own 18 right there. Talking about Morocco. Well, the game is still on. Talking about Croatia, I should say the game is still on. It's 2-1 in favor of Croatia. We are waiting where the next goal will come, but Croatia now on the advance. Now they need to pick a pass. The pass is good. Okay, the opportunity still not totally averted. Okay, not a decent clearance, but eventually a bit of miscommunication from the Moroccan defense right there. It was a brilliant chance, the best chance in the second half so far for Croatia. I said it, when you give them that opportunity, they can really do the damages because they are very dangerous when they attack. And of course, we just saw a brilliant opportunity for Croatia. Maya did not actually look before laying back that cross, and the Moroccans defense, they just had to find one way or the other to just get themselves out of that situation. But Croatia have been able to win a corner kick from that miscommunication from the Moroccan defense. Luka Modric, the captain of the Croatians, will be the one to take this one as the center referee works to talk to two players, a Moroccan player and also the one sporting jersey number 24 for Croatia in that one. Talking about that man, talking about Sutalo. Yes, that's his name. That's the man that would have words with the referee. Well, the corner kick is about to be taken. We wait to see how this one will pan out. You got bodies in the way, Vardiol as well taking shots, and of course the cross is good. Waiting for the connection. Not a decent one right there, but a strike from long range, and 100 days out of 100 attempts it will go out wide. Talking about the one from Osic, not the kind of it wasn't second time lucky. The first time was a decent one, but this second time he had too much power and he went straight over the bar. Let me get the thought of Olaoluwa on this one. In the second half, we've seen Morocco make just one change. Elias Chair was the man that was brought on board for Morocco. And okay, hold that thought. Morocco might just concede the second goal with a bit of defending to do right here. Well, the Croatian player ran himself to the ground, and yes, the Atala, the man that was able to recover. Buffon wants to take the free kick, a very quick one right there. And yes, Kramaric was the man that had the opportunity for Croatia, but he was in his bid to try to cut back and try to cause something serious of a damage to this Moroccan defense. It was snuffed out by Atala. Well, the man we've been waiting for is now been brought on board. Talking about Onai, as Ekanus has been taken off. Onai is the man that has been thrown into the fray as well. We are seeing Morocco making changes. 2 changes already they've made in this second half. One at halftime, Elastia being brought on board for Sabiri, who did not play the ball, who did not play like a man that knows what he was doing while he was on the field of play. And also El Kanun has been taken off for Onai, the man we've sang his praises already today on the show. So Ola, for Walid Regragui making these substitutions, what is he trying to do right now?
I think initially when they started this game, I think the Moroccans look as if they don't want to win this game. They as if they don't want to come to the.
They started slowly, but they were able to bounce back just within 2 minutes of conceding.
Yeah, they were able to bounce back. But looking at bringing in Onai into this game, I think he wants to win the game now. He has come out with his best players he has been using in this tournament for so long. But the Croatian side bringing almost everybody that started almost every game they've played this season, and meaning that the Croatians want this cup more. But I think they are
not getting a cup. They want this.
Yeah, this medal more.
No cup for them.
Then now for the Morocco, I think that they are getting their groove, bringing in players that have understood themselves in this tournament so well.
Solid chemistry.
Yeah, that was solid chemistry. So I think the Moroccan getting into this game, I think they will get back into this game. Maybe probably Morocco win. I still think Morocco win this game. I don't know where the feeling is coming from, but I think Morocco might get a 2-2.
For them to win, they have to equalize.
Yeah, once they go for 2-2, I think they might go to extra time and they get the job done in extra time.
Okay, Ola thinks Morocco will get the job done in extra time, but first they have to equalize because the scoreline, if it ends this way, Croatia, of course, will be the best third place team at the FIFA World Cup 2022 Qatar. Let me get the take of Jibola, who is also right here in the studio. Looking at this Moroccan team so far, the game has been a game that has looked like a chess game. Okay, before I take you, Croatia on the advance now. It's on the out wide. The cross is not going to meet any Croatian player because that was an offside call, and Morocco cannot waste any time. They've restarted play quickly, and good one there to keep possession. Talking about Hakim Ziyech on that occasion, but still misplaced pass, lots of possession again. We are seeing from this Moroccan side, they're not just gelling. They've not been able to against France. France made them suffer because they were not able to pick those passes together. They were not able to string those passes together. They suffered on the ball. France didn't even give them enough time to think on the ball. But today we've seen too many errors, too many turnovers from this Moroccan side, and they are behind.
Yeah, of course. This is a top place game, like you said earlier. Then again, when these two teams earlier in this tournament, I think they played a greatest role.
Yes.
But now, this is a top place game. The whole world going outwards at each other. They want to get one or against each other. So right now, I think, like you said, the Moroccans are playing very well today. They are picking the passes. Around and everything. But now, I think, being the first African country to make the semi-final, they want to go a step further by winning a meltdown came in the top place in tournament. So for me, I think the Moroccans want to get one against the Croatia, but I think due to the experience of the Croatians, they will nick this one for me. Okay,
Croatians to nick it for you because of their experience. They finished third place once, they finished second once. They are bidding to finish as the third best team at the FIFA World Cup competition for the second time, and they are doing so well in that bid as we speak because they lead by 2-1. Let me ask Odwan, where will the next goal come from this game?
Well, I don't see the Moroccans coming back in this. Judging by what we've seen so far in the second half, I think the Croatians, they've pressed higher in this game, and they've created more chances. Even though Unai has come in for the Moroccans, I expected them I expected them to create more chances because they didn't really create much after getting that first goal in the second half. In the first half rather, they didn't really get to create more chances going forward.
After getting the equalizer.
After getting the equalizer, so they've not really pushed forward in that first half, even with the second half as well. So I still think the third goal will be coming from the Croatians, except something else happens. Maybe they will take it to extra time, like Ola said. But I don't really think the Croatians really want to take this to the extra time. They would not want to because they've really been stressed out in the tournament already, and the Moroccans might have an edge going into the extra time because I think mentally and physically they are better. They have more shape, and they have how do I put it? They are better off in terms of physicality.
Having nothing to lose, some of their regular players.
Exactly, they've rested well coming into this third place. So I still think the Croatians should nick it in 90 minutes.
Okay, Croatia to nick it in 90 minutes, according to Odwayo. Olaoluwa thinks otherwise, but Jibola stays with Odwayo for Croatia win in this game. Well, Morocco have a corner kick. Let's see if they can make the best of this one. The corner is swung in. It's a good one. The other is a defensive one from the Croatian end, but Morocco still with possession of the ball. They will try to relaunch this attack again. To misplaced pass. We keep talking about how Morocco have been struggling to pick the passes together. A good turn right there to make the man lie down in green pastures on the field of play. But Morocco still struggling to second balls for them in this second half. It seems like they are a bit jittery, and this is unlike the Moroccan side that we've witnessed at this FIFA World Cup so far. If this was how they started this tournament, I don't think they would have gone far too young. Looking at this Moroccan side and what they've been doing, the errors, the mistakes and everything, is it beginning to get to them?
I don't know if the motivation level is just not quite the same. I don't know. I can't pinpoint what exactly it is. We've given several potential reasons. Probably maybe the too many changes in personnel, but also maybe they've just
because they have everyone talking about them that they've arrived, they've done this, they've done that. Okay, everybody wants to try the Lionel Messi turning in and out, but Amrabat will not allow that to happen on that occasion. But go on with your thoughts, Sunday.
The way I see it, it looks like Morocco have mentally checked out. They've achieved that which no African team has achieved.
Exactly.
Making the semi-final, and I don't know whether they are not interested in creating further history at this point. They are just
looks like
they're satisfied.
Looks like they are done.
Looks like they're satisfied because they are not playing with as much intensity and hunger. And to be fair, it's the 7th game in the space of 20 28 days,
But
27
it's the same.
days.
It's the same for
It's
the
same for
Croats
everybody.
as
We
well.
can go all the way.
The Croats have even played more minutes than
Yeah.
the Moroccans.
Yeah, definitely.
So
But
I think for me, they've just lost interest. They've created that history already. Maybe they are quite satisfied, and that's the same thing we complain about African teams when it comes to bigger tournaments like this. I mean, you have a chance to make history further, but you're not. It looks like they've given up already.
Good progression of play, exchange of passes from Morocco now inside the 18-yard. Can they make the best of this opportunity? Unai, he finally the final pass was something that was not good enough because there's a turnover of possession. When you see Amrabat being checked out, you know that there is trouble for Morocco because yes, he's the key man in that middle. But Morocco have been able to regain possession of the ball, and they can now look to make another attempt to try to get the second goal for them in this game, which will be their equalizer if they do get that goal against Croatia in this game. And Unai is being brought on board, and already we've witnessed the quick exchange of passes between Unai, Ashraf Hakimi, and also Hakim Ziyech. And you want to ask the manager, why did you keep Unai on the bench in the first place? He said he wanted to give some other players the opportunity to play. But I mean, if this was the FIFA World Cup final, would you be resting players today?
No, definitely not.
So this is as important, even more important than every other game they played so far.
Yeah, actually, because this is going to be their final game, and of course, there's something on the line, which is a medal that they've never won before, and it's always best to. This is why I even prefer third place to second place in a World Cup, because you have to win to be third, but you have to lose to be second. So it's always best to to claim that bronze and end on in high spirits. Whoever wins this game is going to end up celebrating. Meanwhile, the losers of tomorrow are going to be crying, even though they have a more valuable medal. So it's good for team bond, it's good for team building, it's good for your morale as players, and in their own case it's good for history because no African team has ever done it. So I think that should be motivation enough, but the fact that it's not so far just shows, probably makes me want to side with Odwan and say they've mentally checked out, and I personally I cannot blame them because they've achieved what nobody else thought they could, but you have a chance for more, and we don't know the next time an African team will even make the semi-final, let alone to now get a chance to get a medal. So if you have the chance right now, why not just go all out and put it all on the line? Okay,
let's wait and see if Morocco will eventually go all out and put it all on the line, because we keep seeing good progression of passes, but when it comes to that final third, that's where they've had the biggest problem of it all for Morocco. But we are still waiting to see where the next goal will come from in this game. Another goal for Croatia definitely will kill off this game. Croatia leading at 3-1. It will be so difficult for Morocco to come back if this game becomes 3-1. But at 2-1, there's still a lot of opportunity. There's still enough time for them to come back. In fact, if the next goal is that of Morocco, then you can still fancy them to pick this one because the motivation will swing to their side. But as it stands, Croatia just doing the needful, defending deep, and also looking to make those interceptions and try to create a counter attack from every possible interceptions we've seen. The cross is not a delightful one from Morocco. The new man that was being brought on board, sporting the jersey number 10, that's Zaruri. That's the man that was being brought on, Zaruri. Anna Zaruri, he was the one that was being brought on for Sofiane Boufal. Boufal has been taken out. Also, Dari, the man that scored the only goal for Morocco in this game, has been taken off. As we see, Croatia also make their own substitution. Livaha and Meyer has been taken off for Croatia. As we see, substitutions being made. Petkovic is being brought on board. Pasalic also being brought on board to more reinforcement. Petkovic has shown that if he's being given the opportunity at any point in time, he knows how to take his chances. But Brazil can tell in the knockout stage. Also, Pasalic, a decent midfielder. He can also operate from the flank. So this is quality that Croatia are trained on board. And a bit of worry for Morocco as well. Yes, injury worries for Morocco already. The man currently being disturbed is El Yamik. Yes, he could be taken off. El Yamik is the man that will be taken off. He seems to have pulled something, and he's the second Moroccan player he's the second player in this game to have pulled something, because also Kramaric was taken off for Croatia, and also he pulled a hamstring, and now we've seen El Yamik also pulled hamstring right there. So the substitution will be made. El Yamik will be taken out. Wait to see who will be coming in to replace El Yamik. It's okay. It's the jersey number 15,
Selim Amala.
Selim Amala. We've got he's the man that has been
interesting
thrown into the fray. This is a starter. He's a regular starter for them.
Yeah, but it's an interesting substitution because it makes me wonder who is going to play centre back. Because Yamik is a centre back. Amala is
and Daria has been taken out as well.
Yeah, Amala is a central midfielder. So
now he's going all out.
It remains to be seen. Maybe Amrabat will drop back. Maybe that's the plan. Amrabat can't play central defense, but I'm still struggling to see her. But I think but thinking back, every single knockout game for Morocco at this tournament, they've had a player go out injured. So maybe those are the kind of things we should factor in as well when we look at in terms of the fatigue level on the team, because they play with such high intensity. And just as you said, I think it's Amrabat that dropped back because I can see him in the defensive position. It looks like they want to go all out for you. You're already losing. Why not put as many forward thinking players on the pitch as possible? So it's indeed Sofiane Amrabat appearing in the central defensive position.
Okay, Sofiane Amrabat appearing in that center defensive position. But we wait to see how this will pan out. But for Morocco, they are going all out now, and we wait to see how they are going to make this one count. Nai drops in that he has dropped deep in that middle of the park. Is the man that will be responsible for stringing those passes together. Already we see Amala getting first taste of action in that one. Luka Modric being brought down. Oh God, when you wear white, when you play with white, you shouldn't come on, dirty Modric. Onai doesn't want to have what the referee is saying, but it's a free kick to Croatia. Onai has been yellow carded. Yes, that should be the first yellow card we are witnessing in this game. Yes, the first yellow card has gone to Onai. It was brought on just some few minutes ago in the 56 minutes, and in the 69 minutes he's been yellow carded for sportsman-like conduct right there. So we are waiting to see where the next goal will come from. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. Opportunity for Morocco now in the 18-yard of Croatia. Can they make this one count? Still Morocco in possession of the ball, looking for opportunity to cross the ball into the area. It makes a defensive error, and Morocco still have possession of the ball. Well, they lose possession now, but still able to gain possession back. It should be a free kick. Referee says play on. Okay, still Morocco, a good cross into the area. It's a low one, but only as far as the Croatian defense, as we see Croatia trying to play from the back in a bid to suppress the pressure from the Moroccans. The ball goes out for a throw-in. So yes, that's how things stands in that one. It's still 2-1 after 71 minutes of play. Croatia lead Morocco by 2-1. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can also send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410 to join the conversation. Let's look at what the statistics says. Well, in the second half, Croatia with 54% of the ball possession to 46 of Morocco. We've seen 11 attempts from a total of 11 attempts from Croatia. Goal attempt, I should say, 4 shots on goal, 5 shots off goal, and 2 block shots, 5 free kicks and 5 corner kicks for Croatia. And this one, they've scored 2 goals. Okay, another strike coming from Croatia. How soon must Croatia close this one up? Do they just continue like this, or they should just go all out and try to finish the job and kill any hope of Morocco coming back in this one?
Croatia, of all people, will know that 1 goal lead is not safe. They did it to Brazil, so even though they look like this game will most likely end like this because Morocco have not been creating much, but they should also have it at the back of their mind that 1 goal can change the face of everything. So I'd say how soon, maybe as soon as possible, get forward if you can, and without compromising the defensive shape, of course, and being susceptible to counter attacks, because Morocco are quite, they have pacey players and they can catch them on the break. So I'm sure that the manager will be keeping that in mind in the setup of this team, especially as we enter crunch time. 71 minutes is less than 20 minutes to play. This is not the time to be taking too many risks, but also it's important to kill the game off.
Absolutely. And you could also having it in mind that you could get about 6 to 8 minutes extra time in this game, so you just have to do what you need to do to kill the game off.
You just have to do what you need to do to kill the game off. Well, we're waiting to see if Croatia will kill the game off or if Morocco will find a way back against Croatia. Well, we saw games, some international club-friendly games. Manchester City were in action earlier today. They defeated Girona by 2-0 in that one. Also, the goal scorers Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Braut Haaland. The league season, the league season, club football will resume, and Erling Haaland is already warming his boots. He's warming his boots right there. De Bruyne scoring one and assisting the other in that game. Fiorentina against Monaco also played 1-1 in their international friendly game. Also, we see Arsenal against Juventus. Arsenal, they've been. I mean, I don't think I know any other English team that has played more games than Arsenal. What's happening?
Maybe to keep their shape ahead of the next fixtures. I don't know. You know, they have so many players that didn't go to the World Cup, and so many players that actually came out early from the World Cup as well. So they joined them, and they also played some friendly games. It's actually needed for the synergy of the team. So why not? Okay,
needed for the synergy of the team. By the way, looking at some of the games that Arsenal have played in this mid-season break. Their last game was against AC Milan. They won by 2-1. They also defeated Lyon the game before that by 3-0. They lost to Watford by 4-2. By the way, yes, that one's sweet. They played 3 games. Yes, 3 games in readiness for the resumption of the new Premier League season, and a good one for them. Arsenal, they just know how to get the game going, and some decent performances. Some players that has not disappointed in this season so far for Arsenal. They've been doing well as well. The likes of Odegaard, Morocco with an opportunity, but again, misplaced pass. I won't be surprised if Morocco has at the end of this game, if they would have played the most number of misplaced passes at the FIFA World Cup already. But we see opportunity for Croatia now. They can make it 3. Is this a penalty? The referee says play on to Amrabat, impeding the run of Josko Vardiol right there, but the referee says play on, as Morocco will now look to attack. On the counter attack is Hakim Ziyech against Ivan Perisic. Hakim Ziyech still with the ball. A beautiful pass. Can they finish? Achraf Hakimi right now. It's about the finish when it comes to the final third. Again for the 18th time. Very, very poor one. Poor decision making from Morocco in the final third. It was a 1v1 situation between Hakim Ziyech and Ivan Perisic, who was covering for Josko Vardiol, who was so advanced that was in the striker's position just a moment ago for the Croatian national team. And Hakim Ziyech beat Ivan Perisic, released Achraf Hakimi, but Achraf Hakimi lost his footing and allowed the opportunity now for Morocco. It has to be 2. Not on this occasion. Youssef El-Nesri should be converting from that sort of position. Well, in just moments, Morocco with 2 good opportunities to level. As we see, the center referee, Morocco could have a penalty. The center referee is consulting VAR right about now. Luka Modric looking to have words with the center referee. Looking at the build up to that one again. Well,
simple body check.
It was a body check on Achraf Hakimi, but was it inside or was it outside? It looked like it was outside, but we are waiting.
I don't think it's a foul either way. I think this is just a regular body check.
Okay. Another playback of Josko Vardiol's chance. He was in the 18-yard. Was there contact? Which one are they reviewing now? 2
I think the Vardiol one should be reviewed, although they appear to have and they are giving neither of them. Okay. But the Vardiol one, it looked like he would have had a clear chance if Amrabat did not pull him.
Okay. Vardiol was
there was a contact on the leg.
But was it enough? It was
enough to.
Vardiol was already going down. It was
even enough for him to go down. Looking at it, but if they have reviewed that, it would have been a penalty.
Well, that wasn't reviewed. It was Achraf Hakimi's a foul that was being reviewed, and it wasn't given. It's 2-1 after 77 minutes of play, I should say. Although I just witnessed 2 great opportunities for Morocco. They could have been 2-2 by now.
Well, that brings us back to them not taking their chances. You know, they've not had too many in this game, and they've had 2 in the space of 3 minutes already, and they didn't take that. So I think that would be their undoing at the end of this game. They didn't take their chances.
Well, taking your chances is very, very important. When you don't take your chances, then this should have been a penalty to Croatia. Yes, Josko Vardiol was through on goal. Amrabat with that tackle, but
that was inside the box.
It was inside the box.
On a second look, you see that it was inside the box.
It was inside the box. It wasn't reviewed. Morocco being left off the hook right there, and that's my problem with having defensive midfielders play as central defenders, because with defensive midfielders, yes, they do the tackles, they are so decent, but one thing some of them might not know is that you play they are in the 18. When you are not in the 18, you can make those tackles, you can do those intentional fouls, but when you are playing as a central defender, especially in your own 18 yard, you don't want to take chances, because that chance you are taking can cost your team. And the defensive midfielders that plays as central backs, they give away more penalties. They give away more penalties, in my opinion, than proper center defenders, except if you are a certain man like Sergio Ramos that doesn't care wherever you are, whether in the 18 or outside the 18, he will bring you down. But not even at that, he doesn't give away so much penalties. Talking about Sergio Ramos, well, the game has slowed down. Morocco don't look now like they are fighting to get something back in this game, but regardless, which player has impressed you the most, Tayo, in this game? Who has impressed you the most?
I think we're undermining the efforts that Luka Modric has been doing in that game. I think he has been able to keep, even before Amrabat moved to the defense, I think he has been able to keep Amrabat quiet. He has handled the pressure quite often. Him and Kovacic have been working tirelessly in that midfield. And when you look at Gavidol, I've never seen Gavidol as progressive as he has been in this game compared to other games in this tournament. He has been more progressive. He has had look at that penalty. It was from nowhere. It was more like a counter. Then
you have your right back in your 18 yard of the opposition. It's not a corner situation.
It's even a centre back.
A centre back, I should say.
So in the nursery, and that's the reason why he doesn't start for his team. He doesn't take his chances. He should have scored. That was a clean goal. There, he should have hit he should have just placed the ball beneath the goalkeeper. He didn't need to give the ball an elevation. Just hit the ball below the goalkeeper's arm, and that would have been a beautiful equalizer. So far, this game has been open, and I was hearing when you were saying that the Moroccans. I think Moroccan coach just wanted to just experiment. You might say maybe he shouldn't have. I think he just wants to. I think he saw this game as an open game. As you can see, even the Croatians too are not really playing their defensive.
They are leading 2-1.
Even before they were leading, they were not playing. They came out open. They changed their system as well. Tried to accommodate. They jettisoned a centre back to allow in another attacker, whereby they played the 4-4-2 initially. So you could see that this game has been somehow open, and that's why it has been end to end. It's just lack of concentration that is affecting the Moroccan side. They are losing too many balls.
Misplaced passes as well.
They are making easy passes. They are making it look like it is an extreme sport.
Okay, a good cross into the danger zone of Croatia.
And that cross just sums up their evening.
I think looking at this Croatian side, the more of the reason why Vardiol has gone forward more is because they are playing a 3-man defense. There's a particular space in that middle whereby he can burst forward. Then looking at Ivan Perisic is playing from the left side in that wing back, that wing back role. So it gives room for any of those three centre backs to have freedom to move forward very well, to break in play and move forward easily, because there are some other players that can cover up for them. They're looking at I think that's one of the reasons why these Moroccans have not been able to break this Croatian side, their resilience, the way they defend in a back five and attack in a 3-4-3 formation. So I think what the Moroccans need to do is that they need to get more of the ball, use more of the ball, most times come into the midfield. I think that's where they need to take charge of that midfield.
A few times they've gotten the ball, they've not made use of it. They've not been clinical in front of goal.
Yeah, that's the point. All these courses won't work with this Croatian side because they have too many bodies.
It worked once already for them.
Yeah, that was from a set piece, from a free kick or so. But this, it might not work here because they have too many bodies in that midfield. Whenever you are crossing the ball, Moroccans have fewer players.
Okay, they also have to watch it when they advance forward. Petkovic is the man that has won a corner kick for Croatia. 82 minutes of play we've seen already in this game, and Croatia still lead by 2-1. Petkovic wanting a penalty, but the ball was clearly not good. This shouldn't be given. His hand was in a natural position, and of course it's not been given. It's a corner kick to Croatia, and of course Osic is the man that will take this corner kick. As the referee, we had words with Sofian Amrabat, who got himself entangled with Mateo Kovacic. But the game is still very much on. We wait to see where the next goal will come from. Okay, the corner was a good one, and of course it met a defensive clearance from the Moroccan defense as Croatia goes all the way back. Calming teams down, job done already it seems. So they've just take things easy, defend, keep it clean, just do the basics and make the Moroccans keep coming. So you can eat them on the counter, but the counter now, Osic unable to get past Sofian Amrabat. Amrabat right now, he must be having fun. I mean, he's been so good, especially in 1v1 situation, and on this occasion he got the best of that man Osic, who got that delightful goal. Odwayo?
Yeah, I was saying, I just saw it start as Tayo was saying maybe the coach wanted the Moroccans to he wanted to experiment. I just saw it start that with Anas Zaouris coming on for Morocco. There is now only one player in the 26-man squad who has not clocked up to any minutes yet in Qatar. That's just the third choice goalkeeper, Ahmed Reda, who has not played in the Moroccan squad. Maybe so talking about giving all the players chances to play. Well, maybe he can still come on board before the end of the game. But I think Bono has been fantastic all through the tournament.
Even if you have to make, there's a reason why he's the third choice goalkeeper. There's just a reason.
Even if he has to make any changes in this game, it doesn't have to.
It will be the second choice goalkeeper, who was also fantastic when he came on board.
And Yasin Bono has not been bad in this game, so I don't think he'll be thinking towards that way.
Okay, let's wait and see how things will pan out. Morocco using effectively almost everybody. Amala will get yellow card.
This referee has been disastrous in this game. He has been disastrous. You know, he has been making
decision making.
He has been making some calls that he need not to, and I don't know. FIFA should just Andrew Colina. That has been, we call him Miranda while I was growing up. I think he needs to do better in terms of picking his referees.
Well, Jassim, that's his name. He's from Qatar. That's the name of the center referee. He's from Qatar and he's the man in charge of this one. Before this game, I would have wondered why are they giving a Qatari referee the opportunity to officiate a game between Morocco and Croatia, knowing fully well that Morocco are also not just an African team but also from the Arab world. But the same reason why you would talk about putting an Argentine referee in a match between Morocco and Portugal, because Morocco African, Portugal European. This game part between European.
There's no point in that.
No, I think we are missing that because I think people did not listen to Andrew Colina made a statement going into this. So going to I think last tournament,
he said he expects all the referees to be professional.
Aside from expecting referees, they ditched the formation whereby they ditched this thing of having like a different a referee coming from the same confederation. Refereeing a referee, because they changed the system that was in 2018, and since 2018 we've had something similar to Argentina against Argentina referee blowing against Morocco. There's no really big deal in an Argentina referee blowing the game against Portugal and Morocco. The only issue of why there's a difference between the Argentina like an English referee blowing an Argentine game is because of the Falkland War, and many Argentines are still not gotten over, and because of fear of bias, that's the only reason why an English referee cannot ref any Argentine game. But aside from that, the new law of the FIFA referee rule has been abolished, and any referee can take charge of any game. And according to Confederation, this is an Asian referee taking charge of a game
between Africa
and Europe. Let's ditch the Arab. No. Let's just talk about in terms of Confederation.
Okay, thank you very much for that clarification right there, Tayo. It's an agenda they've been selling, so I mean it's worthy to be mentioned. But it's 87 minutes of play. Pressure has gone down. The game just winding down. Croatia cannot wait for the final whistle. Morocco themselves, whatever happens in this game, they will still smile. They will still smile. They'll bow out on the high. But the highest has to be finishing third in the FIFA World Cup. Well, they got some defending to do, and this could end their sale. Okay, an opportunity there for Croatia. About Kovacic, turned in and out right in front of the final third. The strike was not good enough, not powerful, also not good enough. He wanted to pick the other side, but he went wayward on that occasion, and the best opportunity we've seen in the last 10-15 minutes in this game for either side. And still Croatia showing that when you give them the opportunity, when you give them that chance, when you let them off the hook, they can actually punish you. Well, Morocco still looking for that equalizer. This is a brilliant opportunity. The pass a bit heavy now, and yes, the opportunity has been spawned, although the linesman has raised his flag for offside. Zaruri was the man that was on an offside position on that occasion. Amrabat with a long punt into the 18-yard to break the defense of the Croatians, but he just made the move too early. But nonetheless, even if it wasn't being given as an offside, Croatia had cleared their lines. But the Moroccan fans are still very happy, joyous. They're beating their drums, and as well as the Croatian fans. It's no love lost in this game. Both fans really happy in this one. 0913 600 0410. It doesn't look like we will get another goal in this game. It looks like this is how it's going to end. So we are waiting the conclusion of this game. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call to join the conversation. You can also send in your text messages or your WhatsApp messages via SMS or via WhatsApp to 0913 600 0410. 0913 600 0410. There's a message that says Triple O, African spirit don't leave the Moroccans after they deny the African continent, so make them go sleep. They no fit win again. Igwe from First Act. He also went on to say Triple O, where are your Brazil team? Oh, sorry, nowhere to be found. Argentina is going to win the World Cup. Up Messi, up Argentina. Igwe, thank you very much for your take. Brazil are out. Some of their players have even started resuming at their respective clubs. So it's that far since they've been knocked out of the World Cup. Well, Morocco, they have a free kick. They scored their first goal from a free kick situation. Can they get the equalizer? Not on this occasion. It's a poor one from Akib Ziyech. Still Morocco, they are still looking to get that second goal right now. Possession with Morocco, looking to make a quick exchange of passes. The Moroccan player now loses possession. Now they have some bit of defending to do against a counter attack from Croatia, whose counter attack was a bit slowed, and these two teams just seems disinterested in anything left in this game.
The game is just showing that just two tired teams just making their last effort. They're just doing what they can. You know, when just let referee just blow. As long as people can score, no problem. Just referee just blow. Let us go and rest. Okay. We have tried enough. Christmas is close by.
Okay. I don't know if they celebrate Christmas right there, but we're almost coming close. Yet again, another opportunity. Well, danger not totally averted. Morocco still in possession of the ball. Well, they have to make this one count. Right at the edge of the 18, he wants to take the strike. He rethinks, and that keeps Ziyech with a long punt.
Ziyech has been wasteful in this game. He has been wasteful. He has been wasteful. We don't know. Let's see what the referee is going to do, because I've been trying to talk to him.
Well, the Moroccan player seems to want something from the center referee. Okay, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty.
No, that pushing.
There was no pushing. There was no pushing.
It wasn't even a pushing.
There was no pushing.
There was
no pushing. It was a matter of handball.
Yeah. Vadio didn't jump with him. Vadio had to rest his hand on him and pull him down.
That's not enough.
That should be a penalty for me.
I think we need to also remember that football is a game of contact. We can't always, if it would be perhaps outside the box, maybe the referee could have given it, but that was too soft to give for as a penalty.
Even as a free kick, it's not a free kick.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, if it's to be a free kick and the referee should blow, you won't really bother much compared to when you now decide when you think that should be a penalty. That's not a penalty.
Okay. Not the penalty. Wherever Ola saw penalty.
No, I think looking at it, Vardio should have jumped. Vardio didn't jump at all. What he did was he rested on it.
All you need to do as a defender is to prevent your
The first thing he did was that he used his hands,
his elbow
on his shoulder to rest, to pin him down. That was what he did.
That was not what the Moroccans were complaining about.
They were complaining for handball.
They were complaining for handball.
Not handball. It was that pushing for against Enesri.
Okay.
That's what they're complaining about. And Enesri had to throw his hands like, wow, see what he did to me. I'm down on the top. Okay. So I think that should be a penalty for me. I don't know.
We are watching the same game, but maybe because I'm watching from a different TV and all that.
No, what I
because I never ever without a penalty.
Bigger screen. You're watching from a smaller screen.
Well, it should be seen better if it's about the bigger screen and the smaller screen.
It's not the handball for me. It's that vest.
Let's just move on.
but people, I think the Croatians need to be more careful now because the Moroccans are coming at them. I mean, they're all going blazing. If there's not take, I think they might want to consider go.
Okay, I don't think they will concede in this game. These teams are playing like two tired teams that just want to get off. They want to get off this pitch. Amrabat is not tired. The man is still. He has so much energy in there. Morocco on the advance now. So we are waiting to see if they can make this one count. It's a delightful long pass, another loss of possession, but they've been able to regain possession on this occasion. It's floated into the 18-yard. Okay. Off the head of every Moroccan player, but Morocco still have possession of the ball now on the right. Can they make this one count? They lose possession again. The same story all game long about this Moroccan defense. So now the man that wants a free kick, but the referee says play on 6 additional minutes. We've seen 4 of the 6 additional minutes played already in this game. Morocco still looking for that equalizer. Will they get it? It doesn't seem like it, but of course, if they get it, it changes the whole scenery. Akin Ziyech with a beautiful footwork right there. The pass is good. Okay, still not totally cleared. Morocco seems to be giving it. You know, when you're tired and you just have to complete the race, so you're just giving it that last push. Let's see if they can profit for this one. But the cross straight into the hands of Livakovic right there, and yes, pressure. Eliminated.
It's just like I think Joshua and probably Tyson Fury trying even in the soft round, trying to just break each other out. That's where they are playing this.
That's fighting him out.
They are both tired.
Because they will not get to the 12th round.
All that comes to my head is just I remember when I was in secondary school and your seniors, when you're fighting and they get to catch you, they just tell you to start singing. You know, you fight when you're tired and you be like, oh, Jamo, well, that's what's happening. You know, they can't fight anymore. Just separate us, please. That's what that's all Croatia is trying to do. It's only Morocco that is just having a bit of bite, and that's because they are trying to see maybe they could
even just Morocco that are having a bit of bite. It's just Amrabat. The man just never gives up. Look at what he just did to Hakimi.
I don't know if it's a V6 or a V8 that is in him.
See, guess what? Hakimi didn't want to roll. Amrabat sent him on.
He said Bekada Laura.
Well, I will see the substitution that will happen. Yes, the jersey number 18 man for Croatia will be making his departure of the field of play right now. That's Osic. Is the man that got that beautiful goal, the second goal for Croatia. And yes, the man that will replace him is the man that will also just come and fill the spaces. His name is Jakic. Yes, he will come and jack things up. Let's wait and see if he will be able to jack things up. But Morocco, this game seems like it will end like this. We are in the final seconds of this game. The Croatian bench already congratulating themselves, exchanging handshake. They can't wait for the final whistle in this one. But not an outstanding performance from Morocco, but it's not been a good battle, but it's been a decent war for them.
Yeah, it has been a decent one for
them. Or should I say it's not been a good war?
Hey, let's read!
Hey! Oh! That was a free header. A replica of the kind of header he got against Portugal. It should have been converting.
Wow.
The same cross, the same routine.
It was a free opportunity with his height advantage. Perisic wouldn't come near, and all he needed to do was just put your head down, and it couldn't this time around, and it's quite unfortunate.
Look at the goal.
Well, I'm glad that didn't go in because it would have given us a boring 30 minutes of football.
No, I think if they equalize, well,
I think it's 6 penalties.
The
It's
Croats
top
are
place.
tired.
No, it's not penalties. You
Yeah,
have to
yes,
play
that
extra
time.
time. You
No,
work
they're
for
still
it.
going to be-
okay, it's done and dusted at the Khalifa International Stadium. The 2018 finalists, losing finalists, they finished second in 2018, and in 2022 they finished third because they defeated Morocco after 90 minutes of football, 2-1. And yes, the Africans, they have done themselves so well. There's no tears. They can. You see, this is it. This is what we talked about.
Fourth best team in the world.
In the world, yes. Congratulate. Okay, there seems to be a bit of disagreement between Hakimi, who is being held back against the center referee. In this one, Hakimi, I want to be the center referee, but yes, he's being restrained, and the Moroccan players not having it with the center referee, Yassin Bonu protecting the referee from his players, and the coach Walid Regragui had to come on board to just tell the players, just don't worry, guys, we've done.
I don't know why he had to do that. Other players are being celebrated, they are celebrating, and then you want to fight. The war is over already. Just go home and
retreat.
and
There's a white flag.
rejoice for the fact that he came
if he
first.
can't contain it, he should go and play PlayStation and pick Morocco and beat Croatia himself.
Exactly.
How good is he? Then he has to reduce the difficulty.
Of course, you will play beginner.
I think I know the kind of thing Tayo can do now.
It's something I do often.
When the team beats Barcelona, I just go and put that team.
I do it especially with Benzema. I just remove him from the game, or I play it. I just let him have injury. It happens.
Okay.
I'm that petty.
Okay.
One player that this game is very important for is Luka Modric.
Yes,
and I'm so happy that he's been everywhere in this game.
It is a magnificent way to bow out, and I don't think he can do any more than he has done for the past 15-16 years that he has been playing for the Croatian national team.
Okay. 0913-600-0410 is the number to call. It's done and dusted. Morocco in their second attempt against Croatia at this competition, they've lost by 2-1. And yes, beautiful goal we saw from that man, talking about Mislav Osic. It's a goal that you will remember for this third place game. And even Hakim Ziyech had to be restrained by Regragui. I don't know what's wrong with these Moroccan players. Yes, you fought hard. Yes, you've done well. Just let it be. Just let it be. Look, Modric all smiling and happy, and Zlatko Dalic as well.
Looks like his last tournament. I
Yes,
think.
his last FIFA is 37. The next World Cup will be 41.
So this he's bow out on the high, sincerely, because none of us actually gave the Croatians the chance against Brazil. How much more getting
The greatest Croatian footballer of all time.
maybe.
Has there been any Croatian player to
Maybe has
win
there
the
been,
Ballon d'Or the world best?
that's the point. So he's gotten the Ballon d'Or, so he could be regarded as one of their greatest, maybe the greatest Croatian player ever.
In his era,
He's won it all. He's had the silver medal at the World Cup. Now he has the bronze.
the bronze medal.
Golden
He should come
bronze.
back in 2020.
No, I don't think he has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. He's won it all, so nothing else.
He's won it all, nothing else. Let's take a breather. When we come back, I will talk about the flop of the tournament. Yes, the flop of the tournament. There is a man that wants us to mention a flop of the tournament. For me, I have a couple of names in my head already. But let's take this breather. When we come back, we'll take more reactions and we'll talk about the FIFA World Cup final that will happen tomorrow. France against Argentina. How really good is Didier Deschamps? Stay tuned to Mainland 90.3 FM. This is Sports Spectacular. We'll take a breather, and when we come back, we'll talk about, we'll take reactions, also talk about, preview the game that will happen tomorrow between France and Argentina, and we'll focus on the French coach Didier Deschamps, who is on course to win his second FIFA World Cup trophy back to back.
This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.
when the airwaves in your market become more and more crowded. It's time to break it open and really stand out. Broken Air is here.
On Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. Lagos.
Ladies and gentlemen, gossip day for town.
Better station don land for Lagos Gaga. We go totori your body, they give you better gbedu, sports nko.
News as e dey hot.
We go knock you better tori as e dey drop.
If you wan know about your health nko, we full ground.
Now tell me something, which other station you dey listen to if no be Mainland 98.3 FM? Now we be the sound of Lagos.
Stop paying attention to the hustle and bustle of Lagos. Take a chill pill.
Problem in all the feeling. Calm down. Holiday to Mozambique. Follow me go to Mozambique.
On the beach, we are the perfect guide to your destination. Mainland.